Hey y'all, I just wanted to preface this video with a few remarks. I consider this more of a video postcard of the natural beauty of the Great Smokey Mountain National Park area. But we don't think you should go specifically just for the Tail of the Dragon, although that's the ride that gets the most notoriety. We go for many other beautiful rides in the area. You know, I've ridden the Tail of the Dragon on many occasions. It's much like a fair ride. It starts off and gives you a great adrenaline rush, but it tends to get over just about the time you get started. But please don't think I'm bashing the Tail of the Dragon, because I'm not. It's just that I enjoy, as a Harley touring rider, I enjoy the many other beautiful roads to ride in the area. I'm not necessarily a MotoGP enthusiast, but those who are will definitely love riding the Tail of the Dragon. You know, there are roads like the Cherry Skyway, the Blue Ridge Parkway, many portions of the BRP. I love riding the Foothills Parkway. There's the Smokey Mountain National Park loop ride that takes you all around the park and back around to Stokoe. And don't forget the Moonshiner 28. This is a ride that runs from North Carolina down through portions of North Georgia and into South Carolina. It's about 100 miles if you ride the whole thing, but it has a lot of history as one of the routes to run illegal moonshine or illegal liquor back in the day. But all of these roads are what reminds me of why I love to ride. My first trip to the particular area was back in the 60s as a child with my folks on vacation. We grew up in South Georgia, but this was going up into across North Georgia and into Tennessee and North Carolina. I remember going horseback through mountain trails and just being exposed to the beauty of the area. And this last trip that me and Roxy took on the Bumblebee was just as beautiful and reminded me of all the great things that I remember there as a kid. So we hope you'll enjoy this presentation as we make our pilgrimage down to the area, camping at the Iron Horse Motorcycle Lodge in Stokoe, North Carolina. And we hope you'll come along and go with us.
Hello from the Great Smoky Mountains.
While living in Ohio, Roxy and me loaded up the Bumblebee with all of our camping gear on a September morning, and we made our own pilgrimage to Stokoe, North Carolina, to the Iron Horse Motorcycle Lodge. The plan was to spend a week tent camping and riding several miles locally in the area, exploring all the great roads surrounding the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. We wanted to get out on the Cherry Skyway first thing, as I'd ridden it a couple of times in the past, and I always loved it. I knew well that this was 43 miles of just pure motorcycle bliss. with no civilization the whole way and no gas stations either. So we had to make sure we were full when we were leaving the east end at Tellico Plains, Tennessee. We rode back to Robbinsville, North Carolina and on to our camp at the Iron Horse, where we knew a great meal was waiting and live outdoor music was available each night. They had nice shower rooms back at the lodge, so we were able to get cleaned up, and we slept really well in the tent that night so we could get up early the next morning for the next adventure on the Blue Ridge Parkway and portions of the Moonshiner 28. I would have to say that between the Cheraholic Skyway and the Foothills Parkway, I would be hard pressed to say which is the better of the two. Although you have to suffer through traffic at various locations to and inside the Smokey Mountain National Park, I do love the chance to stop off and cool our feet in the stream that parallels the entrance road to the park. Ultimately, I know that Deals Gap, North Carolina and the Tail of the Dragon get most of the notoriety, but for my time and money, almost all of the other roads are much more imprinted in my mind and what I recommend to anyone who I talk to about the area. Regardless of what draws you to the area, whether you're an adrenaline junkie riding the extreme curves of the Tail of the Dragon at high speeds, or whether you're camping with a desire to experience more leisure riding through some of the most beautiful roads in the Appalachian Mountains, there's plenty of variation for all motorcycle riders. The key is to ride your own ride, to be safe, and live to share your experiences with others about your trip to the Great Smoky Mountain National Park area. We hope you enjoyed this brief video postcard of what me and Roxy experienced. Next time, we hope you can get on the road and go with us.